Hello and welcome to Maple Flavored Yoga. My name is Andy and this is the fourth class in the mini-series Journey to the Sun. So this class is all about celebrating the summer solstice, which is also the International Day of Yoga, and it's also Indigenous Peoples Day here in Canada. So I would like to take a moment to acknowledge that I'm practicing on the Anishinaabe lands of the Aamjiwnaang First Nations people. So I hope you had a chance to do the other three classes and took advantage of those three suggestions that I gave you for each week of getting outside, finding a mantra or a collection of words that can help center you when you need. And I hope that you also spent some time pondering or journaling things that make you your best and things that can give you a gratitude. Summer solstice is a beautiful time of celebration. It's to celebrate the sun. It's the longest day of the year. And it's really important, especially in yoga, because the sun is viewed as the giver of life. The sun is the reason why we have plants that we can eat that nourish our bodies. It also represents active energy that we use in our daily lives. So when we're doing these movements and we're moving through our sun salutation, it's literally a salute to the sun, like a thank you to the sun. So as always, we will come into this moment turning our gaze internally, noticing whatever sensations come up. There's no need to change whatever those are. Connecting with your breath. And as always, I would like to send my gratitude to the people of South Asia who created and cultivated yoga. Without them, we wouldn't be here together today. If your eyes were closed, you can blink them open, taking in your surroundings. And we're going to move into tabletop. Get there however you would like. And we'll start with a gentle cat-cow. Inhaling up, belly drops to the floor. Exhale, we push the ground away, rounding through the spine. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. And continue here at your own pace. So with this class today, we're going to be doing 20 sun salutations. I know that sounds like a lot, but there's all those modifications that we went over. And as always, you can take a moment in child's pose or any other restorative position to collect yourself. Or if you find that you're shifting a lot of energy, you can take a time out sort of to experience what that energy or that sensation is happening within you. For the summer solstice, it is very common for people to do 108 sun salutations. 108 has a spiritual significance through yoga. Maybe we can go over that in another class, another time. Come to a neutral spine. We'll tuck our toes and push up and back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal your feet. enjoying this movement. Starting your practice off being very mindful and aware of your internal dialogue. We'll come to stillness for 3 breaths. We'll slowly tiptoe our way up to the top of the mat, bending your legs as much as you need to. Forward fold. Inhale, hinging from the hips, we'll rise to standing, hands above head, giving yourself a slight back bend if that feels good. Hands to heart center, and then hands down to our sides. So we're going to just move right into the Sun Salutations. We'll start with maybe 5 or so that are really nice and slow, making sure we're linking breath and movement. If you want to speed up, by all means go for it. This practice is yours, and one of the most wonderful parts of doing multiple Sun Salutations is you get into the flow and you don't really have to think about the next movement. It just kind of happens. So you can be very present in your breath, very present in your energetic body. So we'll start and see what happens here. So inhale up. Exhale, hinging from hips. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back into plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Tuck your toes, exhale. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Step up with whatever foot you stepped back with. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. It's round 1. If you felt that was kind of quick, you can definitely slow it down. We'll bring our arms down by our sides. And we will go into round 2. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back with the opposite foot into plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Step back up. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Slight back bend if that feels good. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then hands back down to our sides. 2 down. Only 18 more to go. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Step up to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by our sides. Take a moment to Notice whatever you're feeling in your body. And here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Step up to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by the side. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step up to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by our sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Step up to the top, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by your sides. That was already 6. Pretty much done. So in this next sequence, we are going to shorten our downward dog into 1 breath. If you want to add in chaturanga dandasana instead of a knees, chest, chin, you can definitely do that as well, or add any modifications that you would like, certainly. So inhale up, exhale, fold, halfway lift, inhale, step back into plank, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, or knees, chest, or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 inhale, 1 exhale. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Down by our sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank. Take your variation. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Down by our sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Take your variation, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart center. Hands down by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank. Take your variation. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by your side. That was already 10, so we're almost there. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank. Take your variation. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by your side. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plank. Take your variation. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by your side. If you need to take a few breaths here, go for it. You're probably generating a lot of heat. One of the things with Sun Salutations is it does create that energy of the sun. It works a lot on our solar plexus, so you get pretty toasty doing these. So if you're ready, we'll continue. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back into plank. Take your variation. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then down by your sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank. Take your variation here. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by your side. I think we have 6 more to go. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plank. And your variation. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then down by our sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plank, and your variation. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by your sides, 4 to go. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back into plank. Choose your variation. If you're getting tired, by all means come back into knees, chest, chin, and cobra. Or maybe just try it out again because it's been a while since you did it, so your body's going to feel different in that pose. Top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down by your sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Back into plank, take your variation. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. And down by your sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, take your variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Down by our sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale. Take your variation here. Oh, it's getting tough to do that one. Downward facing dog. And back to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart center. And then down by our sides. I believe that was 20. But we will do 2 more, 1 on each side, and we're going to move super, super slowly through these just to see what sensations we'll feel in our physical body and the other layers of ourselves. So inhale up nice and slow. Exhale, we'll back bend. Inhale, we'll come back to center. Exhale, we will fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And we'll make our way into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, whatever you prefer here. And we'll take a breath here. Inhale, we'll come into upward facing dog or cobra, and we'll hold this for 3 breaths. Making sure our elbows are wrapped in closely to our ribs. Legs are really charged. Breath is nice and smooth. And you're thinking, yeah, right. Sometimes I think that about myself too, so don't worry about it. And we'll tuck our toes, coming into downward facing dog. Really take some time to set up here. And we'll hold here for 5 breaths. Again, if you want to come into a child's pose, you can certainly do that. Stepping forward, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we'll back bend again. Inhale, coming straight up, and then exhale, hands to heart center. And then hands down by our sides. Do that one more time on the opposite side, so we'll balance ourselves out. And again, just taking your time. If you need to take a few more breaths in a pose, go for it. This is your practice. So we'll inhale up. Exhale, back bend a bit here. Inhale, coming straight up once again. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, coming into our plank, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana, whichever you prefer. And we'll take an extra breath here. Inhale, coming up into a cobra or upward facing dog. Making sure we're pulling our hands toward our hips to give that space in the thoracic spine. Exhale, tucking toes into downward facing dog again. Be really picky here and really set yourself up for a really nice downward facing dog. And we'll do 5 breaths. Stepping to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back bend here if you want. Inhale, come straight back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then hands down by our sides in mountain pose. And just feel all the feels. My body feels really, really great right now. And we'll bring our feet a little bit wider. Toes are kind of pointing out to the sides. We'll come down into Malasana, nice and slow here. If this doesn't feel good for you, you can put some yoga blocks or books underneath. Nice flat back. And we'll slowly make our way onto our bottoms. And we'll roll back onto our spines. Bring your knees to our chest. You can rock back and forth if that feels good. And we'll drop our knees to one side. You can bring your arms out straight or in a cactus shape. Looking straight up or over the opposite shoulder of your legs. So Sun Salutations or Surya Namaskar A is what we've been doing. Can be a really great way to warm up before a yoga practice. It's a really great base for creating your own home practice. And I try to aim to do 10 a day. We'll inhale to the center and roll to the other side. So Even if I don't have time for a full yoga practice, there's so many benefits to Sun Salutations. It's really great for spine flexibility and mobility of the joints throughout the body. It works all different parts of your body. And we'll roll back to center. We'll come into our Shavasana. So take your time to get here. If you want to put something underneath of your knees, if that feels better for you, you can do that certainly. Get set up and just allow yourself to drop in. You might be feeling pretty toasty right now. Allow yourself to sink deeper into the other layers, the more subtle layers of self. Letting go of any command over the breath. If you have the opportunity to take a longer Shavasana, I very much encourage you to do so. But if you feel ready, you can introduce some movement into your fingers and your toes. Give yourself a great big stretch like you do in the morning. And one at a time, you can bring your knees to your chest. Give them a nice big squeeze. And then you can roll to whichever side feels best for you and take a breath there. And then using your hands, you can find your way slowly back to seated. Keeping your eyes closed or having a soft gaze. Finding your sit bones with a tall spine. Once again, taking a moment to look internally, allowing whatever sensations to arise. Allow them to be. And bring our hands to heart center. I wish you great fortune moving into this new season of summer. And wherever this life takes you, know that you are seen, you are loved, and you are divine. Take care.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Maple Flavored Yoga.